Let's get started in the Rimo3 dashboard and onboard your applications from System Center Configuration Manager. In this demo, we've already set up the line of sight to the SCCM environment, connected through a read-only analyst role, and onboarded the necessary applications. With Rimo3, we've given you the ability to control which pieces of the automation pipeline you want with each onboarding. You can choose to just import your applications for full analysis later. You can import and then discover the applications to find which from SCCM are available to be installed and tested. And you also have the choice to run your apps through Rimo3's baseline test for the current OS. Then you can choose to test all of the applications or just select ones for your target environments. For migration, we're going to import and discover the applications. The discovery process will go through SCCM and find all available packages needing to be moved to Intune. We'll then click Next and submit the Configuration Manager import. Now, what does the import look like while it's happening? If we click on Sequences and then the running import, we'll see the dashboard for what's happening and how many packages and applications were discovered, as well as what packaging types. Here we have 32 total packages, and of those packages, 7 were MSIs, 4 were AppVs, 17 were scripts, and 4 were MSIX. If we go back to the Sequences tab, we'll see that our last import is all queued up for discovery. For this demo, we have 4 virtual machines going at one time, but depending on the time constraints of your projects, that can be scaled up. Going back to the overview dashboard, we can see that all of the apps have been successfully imported. And if we click into any of the listed apps, we get more information on where they came from in SCCM as well as all of the metadata. And this information is consistent across package types if the information is attached to the application in SCCM. The Rimo3 Discovery Platform will automate the provisioning of a VM in your Azure subscription to make sure we're testing the applications in your specific environment with your unique customization. Then it will install the application from your Configuration Manager server. Once the machine is provisioned successfully, the automated process takes over and will install the application using the installation command from SCCM. We then use our proprietary software to capture what was deployed in the install process. You're then able to see a list of all the executables, shortcuts, services, and any other pieces of data that were laid down during the installation, giving you insights into how your applications run on both your current environment and any future environments or changes. As you can see, after the process is complete and you click into any of the applications, you'll be able to see all the executables and shortcuts that are created from the installation. Now that we've discovered the applications and artifacts from SCCM and have the data from those apps, we can start to better understand the amount of legacy debt our application estate holds. It also gives us key information on which applications no longer installed properly, and we can gauge the impact of those applications. With this information, we can go through a rationalization exercise and understand which applications we want to take with us on our journey to cloud native, which ones are worth addressing the concerns of, and which we can safely remove from the application estate. After we've decided which applications we want to move to cloud native, let's select them, and then for better organization, let's tag the ones we want to migrate to Intune. We can save these for later, or now that we've identified them, migrate them. First, we're going to test them on the current OS environment to baseline them. Head to the Discovery tab, select all, then progress to the test and baseline. Now we'll start the processing. Once we have everything processed, we can go to the Migration Suitability dashboard and see the applications validated for Windows 11 22H2. If we click into any of the apps, we'll be able to get confirmation on the suitability for the target environment. You're also able to see the video recording of the applications and the performance of them. The performance of the applications is also on the Migration Suitability dashboard. Once we've inspected everything, we're ready to migrate to Intune. We'll go back to the Overview dashboard, select the applications, click Export, and then select Export to Intune. Here we can add multiple Intune tenants to the platform depending on your environment. We'll select the one that we want to migrate to, and that will trigger the automated migration sequence. We also give you insights into what the Rimo3 platform is doing behind the scenes during the migration, and what has been discovered during that process. This is a 3-step process. First off, it uses the Intune WinApp utility to create the .intune win file, based off of the setup file from the import and discovery of the application. The next step is to leverage the Graph API to create the Intune application object and populate the hash table with the discovery data from SCCM and the package. Then finally, we derive the Azure Storage URI to upload the Intune win file and attach it to the application object. We can then head to Intune to validate the migration and see all of our applications in Intune. As we can see here, the whole process takes under 1 minute per application. This is how you can take your legacy applications from SCCM and migrate them to Intune in a very short amount of time, getting you even closer to a fully cloud-native environment.